Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Style on the Fly. I'm your host, Danny Farrar, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. This is your fashion styling podcast where you get your dose of all things fly, darling. So I'm here tonight to bring you my DIY shoe edition. So as you can see, the lovely shoes before me are the after. Now let me show you the before and let me show you how it got done. Now, ladies, for me personally, I'm always down to save a few dollars and always to jazz up something old that you might have, something that you just want to give a little new life to, or even something that is like, you know what, I don't want to throw it away. I love it so much, but I'm probably not going to wear it the way it is. Listen, jazz it up and do it yourself. This is how. So, firstly, I'm going to start with the first shoes. Now, I know you've probably seen these. Different brands make them super cute, depending on if the fur is real or not, okay, will really run you the price. But I wanted to use something that was super inexpensive, so I went and I just got a piece of fox fur from a local fabric store. It literally cost me, I think it was like $5. It came an 8x11, and which is way bigger. I cut it down a little bit. So you're gonna need the shoe. Personally, I would suggest do the fur strap for a shoe that has just a single strap, open toe. And then if you want to, you know, jazz it up a little bit around the ankle strap, that's a little totally different. But definitely around the shoe, I would recommend personally. And then you would need your little fox fur strip. And then you would also need a glue gun as well. Mine is over there plugged up roasting, darling. So, and then you also would need a measuring tape. You could do it by eye, but just for precision, we're going to use a measuring tape tonight. So, first thing you want to do is just measure the strap. So, right here, we have it at about 5 inches. Then we want to measure the piece of fur that we're going to be using at about 5 inches, and we want to cut it there. Now, sometimes giving like about like a ½ inch of space is good. That way you can always have more and you can always cut it off the side. And then I also would say, if you can see, the strap itself is not that thick. So I usually would do the strap about an inch wide, just so that you make sure you have enough that's going to actually cover the shoe. So, so we're cutting out about 1 inch. All right, and we just cut that clear through. Now, mind you, this is fox fur, so I mean, listen, super inexpensive. They have solid as well, but this one is a little print, which I thought was super cute. You know, if you want to ball out of control, they do have, like, you know, the little rabbit fur pieces that you can get at your local fabric store as well. Totally up to you. So then now we have our strap, we have our shoe. We're gonna go grab our glue, and using fabric glue is okay. I like using the actual glue gun just to make sure that it really sticks. And I'm doing the glue in like an up and down motion so that we make sure it's pretty good coverage. Okay. So now we got the glue down, and then we're going to go ahead and put our strap down. And again, it can be a little wider, a little longer than the strap. That's totally fine, because then we can cut off the excess at the end. And then you just want to press down like so. Okay, I got to make sure you guys can see this. So you just want to press down like so, and actually make sure the fabric is glued down. It's a little hot, so be careful, darlings. All right. And then again, we do have a little excess, which is great, because then we can just cut that right off. And then that way you're able to cut it off in the angle of the shoe. Cut that off. Yay, awesome sauce. So, this is our fur shoes, darling. Tink, 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 tink. Listen. Superb. And the piece of fox fur was literally like $5. Super inexpensive. The next shoe I'm going to show you guys is a shoe that this is a style that I've done many a times, of course made famous. Some have seen it in Kanye's collection. Balenciaga has a style also. These are like the sock shoes. So I did my own version, and I chose to do it with these shoes because these shoes are a little older. It's a little damaged in the front. It's a little damaged there a little bit. So these are the perfect shoes to do the sock shoe design because you essentially are covering them up, but you still have a good shoe. I recently did get the heels replaced. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a good shoe. Okay, and I'm still going to get my money's worth. So for this, we're just going to roll it up. Try to get it as centered as possible. And then you put the heel right through there and you pull back. Now, most socks, if it does have the line, you want to just make sure the line is actually underneath. And then you pull it back. And then we're at the point, where's the heel? So then you stretch it for the heel, and then you're just going to make a little hole. Got your scissors. A little incision. Incision. Sounds like I'm a doctor. And then there you have it. And being that this is not the stocking, this is an actual sock, so it's fairly thick. I have worn them just like this with no bottom, but you can put a bottom plate just to make it for safety purposes. If you decide to use like a thinner sock, like a stocking, I definitely would recommend putting the bottom traction on it. Yay! So that's shoe number 2, and last but not least, dun, 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 these babies. Oh my goodness, absolutely amazing. Oh, and sidebar, these socks were $1.99. So for this love fest, oh my goodness, so amazing. This is something that I've seen before, just like the use of the big jewels, and I was like, you know what, this might actually be cute. Back in junior high school, I glued some rhinestones or some Tims, so I was like, you know what, I can probably get away with this. So this is how it looked originally, and for this, the only thing we are using is the stones. It came a bag of like about 20-30 stones for like $3.99, which is super awesome price. And literally the only thing we're going to do is use the glue gun, and we're going to dab the glue and place the stone. Legit, like literally, that's it. So we're going to dab the glue, and we're going to place the stone. How easy is that? And the stones are in all different shapes, sizes, and colors, which is super cute. Dab the glue and place the stone. All right, let's do one more. Dab the glue, darling, and place the stone. Listen, you can't tell me that we got something going on here. All right, so look what we have working thus far. Yes, yes, and yes. So that is this edition of DIY Shoe Edition Style on the Fly. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, feel free to DM me, or you can email the show at styleonthefly@gmail.com. And of course, you can follow us on Twitter. We're on Facebook as well as SoundCloud and Instagram. Bye, until next time.